Welcome to Speak English Now podcast with your host, Georgiana, the podcast that will help you to speak English fluently with no grammar and no textbooks.
Hi everyone, I'm Georgiana, founder of SpeakEnglishPodcast.com. My mission is to help you to speak English fluently. Today, we'll be discussing some more about the most common phrasal verbs. Today, we'll take a look at more useful and interesting phrasal verbs. Later on, I'll share with you a short point of view lesson to help you with your grammar and to review the vocabulary you'll be learning. Remember, a phrasal verb is just a verb and a particle. For example, look out. I recommend you to check out the previous episodes about phrasal verbs. In this series of phrasal verbs, we see the most common phrasal verbs. Also, instead of learning all the different meanings of every phrasal verb, you just need to learn one or two of the most common meanings. Okay, let's get started. Put off. This is one of my favorite ones. Sometimes I'm guilty of using it too much. It means to procrastinate. In other words, it means to decide to do something not now, but in the future. For example, I need to put off the meeting. I am not prepared. They decided to put off the trip because it was raining. I always put off things I don't like doing. Next phrasal verb is put up with. Sometimes there are situations we don't like, but we have to accept them. We have to put up with them. Or we can say that we don't want to tolerate a certain situation. We don't want to put up with that situation. For example, yes, he's sometimes rude, but you have to put up with him because he's your boss. I don't have to put up with your bad behavior. Let's continue with put on, take off, and try on. To put on something means to start wearing certain clothes. We put a jacket on, we put a skirt on, etc. Examples. She put on trousers and a blouse. It was casual but cool. At home, I don't put on trousers. I prefer wearing skirts. So, in the morning, we put some clothes on, and now we want to take a shower. What do? We take off our clothes. To take off is the opposite of put on. Let's see some more examples. Hey Jerry, I think you can take your jacket off. In Japanese houses, you must take off your shoes before getting in. Okay, we just saw put on and take off. How about to try on? This phrasal verb simply means to put on your clothes to see how they fit. For example, I like to go shopping and try on clothes. You should try on that dress. It's your favorite color. We'll continue with let down. Do you remember that song from the Beatles, Don't Let Me Down? Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Okay, let's focus. The meaning of let down is to disappoint, to fail. Examples. I really need you. Please don't let me down. My parents will never let me down. Let's continue with let in. It means to allow someone or something to enter. Examples. My brother opened the door and let me in. Let me in. It's raining. To a certain point, it's not difficult to remember. If you already know the meaning of let, this shouldn't be difficult. Next phrasal verb is come in. This phrasal verb means to enter a room or a building. Examples: please leave your shoes at the door before you come in. Please come in and take a seat. Do you want to come in for a cup of coffee? Let's continue with come on. Okay, we are almost finished. Let's see two of the most common meanings of this one. The first meaning is to tell someone to do something more quickly. Also, you can use this phrasal verb to encourage someone. For example, come on, we are going to be late. Come on, you can do it. We also use it to express frustration or disbelief. For example, come on, you can't be serious. I don't want to go home now. Oh, come on. Come on, you must be joking. The last one is hurry up. To hurry up is to go faster. For example, hurry up, we're gonna miss the train. Come on, hurry up, we don't have all day. As you can see, it's similar to come on in one of the meanings, but hurry up is more explicit. Great! Today we've seen these phrasal verbs: put off, put up with, put on, take off, try on, let down, let in, come on, hurry up. Now let's practice grammar with a new amazing lesson. Here I will use the point of view technique. This technique will help you to learn grammar intuitively, without boring exercises or memorizing rules. I will tell you a short story more than one time. Each time, I will change a grammar point. You just need to listen. I will start with the past tense. Ready? Let's go. For a long time, Amy put off her English studies. She was afraid of letting her parents down. She wanted to learn English, but she didn't want to put up with grammar and boring exercises. However, she found an uncommon English teacher called Georgiana. Amy sent her an email to ask for an appointment. Since she lived in the same city, she could meet this teacher in person. The same day she had the appointment, Amy decided to buy new clothes. She wanted to look good. She went to a shop and saw something wonderful. She came in, took off her jacket, and tried on a new one. It was perfect. She bought it. It was getting late, so she had to hurry up. "Come on, Amy, don't be late. Hurry up," she said to herself. Georgiana let her in. Amy didn't take off the jacket. She really loved it. The first class started. No grammar, no boring exercises. After that class, Amy knew for sure that Georgiana wouldn't let her down. Now let's change to the first person, still in the present. For a long time, I put off my English studies. I was afraid of letting my parents down. I wanted to learn English, but I didn't want to put up with grammar and boring exercises. However, I found an uncommon teacher called Georgiana. I sent her an email to ask for an appointment. Since I lived in the same city, I could meet her in person. The same day, I had an appointment. I decided to buy new clothes. I wanted to look good. I went to a shop and saw something wonderful. I came in, took off my jacket, and tried on a new one. It was perfect, so I bought it. It was getting late, so I had to hurry up. Come on, Amy, don't be late. Hurry up, I said to myself. When I arrived, Georgiana let me in. I didn't take off the jacket. I really loved it. The first class started. No grammar, no boring exercises. After that class, I knew for sure that Georgiana wouldn't let me down. Okay, this is the end of this short lesson. You see, just by changing a point of view of the story, you can learn grammar intuitively. My recommendation is to listen to the point of view many times. It'll help a lot. This is one of the techniques that I use in my premium courses. I recommend you to take a look at speakenglishpodcast.com/courses. Okay, it's the end of this episode. Remember to listen to it several times. It will help you with your English. See you next week and have a fabulous day. Goodbye.
Did you enjoy today's episode? Get the transcript now at speakenglishpodcast.com.